But it looks like nobody really cares about what DC Comics is doing in the video game space. They have no good games coming out. They have no good movies coming out, in my opinion. I think the lineup is trash. And they definitely have no good comics coming out anytime soon. Everybody knows the failure of the game Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League. That game, for some reason, is still being supported by Warner Brothers, despite it being a huge failure for the brand and just an embarrassment for the legendary Arkham series. And now Kill the Justice League is adding a character they should have already added a long time ago. And we have a tweet here from Batman Arkham Videos. It says, Deathstoke will be the next playable character in Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, launching on December 10th. Does anybody really care? Why didn't you been at this character? Maybe you would have got a little bit of more support. Maybe. This game is already a disgrace. This is an embarrassment. Aside from all the terrible writing and the Sweet Baby Ink being involved, aside from that, this is nothing like the Arkham game. Nobody wanted a looter shooter from a legendary action developer. Nobody cares about the Suicide Squad. Those characters are lame and boring and the movies suck. I don't know why DC continuously wants to shove these characters in our faces. These characters are irrelevant. They're trash D-list characters. Where the hell is the Superman game? Where's the Green Lantern game? Where's the Flash game? I know there's a Wonder Woman game coming out, but that game has a bunch of red flags with the people behind it. Where's the Aquaman game? I'd rather play Aquaman than play this garbage game. This game is a disgrace. Who wanted to play a game where you literally killed the members of the Justice League? These iconic characters, these icons of fiction. You're playing as the characters that nobody likes and killing the characters that everybody wants to play as. I'd rather have a Justice League game. Even if it's a looter shooter, I personally wouldn't play it that much. I'm tired of this online looter shooter nonsense. I never really got into it. But it's better than these lame D-list Harley Quinn, King Shark, Deadshot trash. And now you think you could just add in a great character like Deathstroke and get people's money? No. People do not care. And that's what a lot of people in the replies are saying. Like this one. Lol, at this point, does anybody care? No. Because they added a bunch of terrible DLCs. They added some queer Joker where the Joker was fruity and didn't know who he was. Something along those lines. The developer says he was figuring himself out. That's not the Joker. So that was a disgrace on such an iconic villain. It was nothing like how he was in the Arkham games. And then you added a gender swap Mrs. Freeze or Mr. Freeze, female Mr. Freeze, whatever. It was disgusting. Horrible design. I remember I talked about that a while back. It just had such an abysmal design for the character. You disrespected a well-written character. You didn't even add the female version that happened in like a comic book alternate universe. I don't know the exact details. I don't read Batman like that, but I can show it on the screen. This is Nora Freeze, his wife becoming Mrs. Freeze. If you wanted to do that, which I think is dumb, just add the character himself, Mr. Freeze. But if you want to do a female version, choose the one that's actually in the comic. I don't know the context. Maybe it made sense for that specific storyline, but it's definitely way better and way sexier. Like, this woman got it. She got the body. But this one in the game, god awful. A disgrace. This is not Nora. I don't know who this character is. I don't know if it's meant to be Nora or just a female version of Victor. Either way, god awful. People laughed at it. People all over the internet made fun of it. And then you release a race swap version of Deadshot's daughter, because Deadshot is already race swapped. He was white in the previous Arkham game. All of a sudden he's black. Same continuity, by the way, so that doesn't even make sense. And his daughter was like a communist. Typical talking points, the same propaganda from the same people and the same bubbles, the Californian bubbles, the New York bubbles, the Seattle bubbles, the blue liberal progressive crazy white women bubbles. Disgrace. Nobody asked for those characters. Why didn't you been at characters like Deathstroke? And I doubt it would have saved you that much. This game has no players, and that's what this reply is saying here. This game currently has 1,133 players. Let me look it up right now. And here is the current Steam charts. 1,321 players right now. 200 more than the tweet said. I'm guessing there was a huge boost because this DLC was just announced. 1,536 24-hour peak and 13,459 all-time peak 10 months ago. I don't know who's genuinely still playing this game. I don't know where the fun is with this game. Campaign was god awful. Gameplay is god awful. Characters are god awful. I don't know who's genuinely interested in this game, but apparently there's a little over 1,000. It's a disgrace. And there are more people currently playing Arkham Knight than playing this Kill the Justice League game. You guys can see it right here. 2,800 people playing Arkham Knight right now. How embarrassing is that for you? More people are playing your previous game than your current game. More people rather play a game from almost a decade ago than play this current trash game. I'd rather go back and play Arkham Knight with some custom costume mods than play play the goddamn Kill the Justice League game. And I don't even know if the Suicide Squad game can even do Deathstroke justice. He's a great character, a top tier Batman villain. They'll probably change the character. They'll probably fuck him over. And that's what this comment is saying here. He'll be gay. Would you really be surprised if that happened? We can't have anything good from these companies anymore. They'll find some way to destroy and disrespect the character. Maybe that's not even Slade Wilson. That could be some black dude under there. That could be a woman. That could be his goddamn daughter. Because he has a daughter. Who even knows at this point? They can't do anything right, so you should always expect the worst when it comes to this big company. All of these big companies. They can't just simply give the fans what we want. We didn't even want this game. We wanted either Batman Beyond or Superman, Green Lantern, whatever game. Literally anything else other than this Suicide Squad game. And every single time you showed off this game, people hated on it because it was awful and it was a step down from Rocksteady's legacy. I don't know why you're still supporting this game. Nobody wants this game and people want this game to be shut down. That's what this reply is saying. End this game suffering and shut down the game for Batman's sake. You literally disrespected the Batman, killed him on a goddamn park bench by a character that he's already beat before. He's already beaten Harley Quinn easily. And you had this disrespectful Harley Quinn bitch literally kill the character that's the face of the whole Arkham franchise and killed him in such a disrespectful way. That was a disgrace. You are not gonna recover from that easily. People are not gonna forget that. You might as well just shut down this whole Arkham universe at this point. Because I don't see how you could just retcon this whole game. Just don't even do an Arkhamverse. Just make something else with DC. This is just ridiculous at this point. And all the comments are basically saying the same thing. There's no hope for this. Nobody really cares. You should have been added this character. Maybe you would have got some excitement if this was a season 1 character. But this game is already just a laughing stock at this point. You're not going to do anything that's going to get people excited. Every time you do something, people are going to laugh at you because people remember all the dumb shit you already done with this game. So just shut this game down. Just move on to the next project. Put more I don't even want to see, I was going to say put more resources into the next game, but I don't want to trust this company anymore because a lot of your favorite gaming companies are only in name. A lot of the good people got kicked out, replaced with a bunch of women that are not passionate about games, that don't care about games, that just want to push their ideas and politics into gaming. And they probably hate gamers on top of that too. All of these companies got rid of all the good, passionate men that worked hard and gave the gaming industry and all these companies to a bunch of leftover women that don't give a fuck about video games. So, oh well, I guess nobody cares about Rocksteady. Nobody's really gonna care about this DLC, this Deathstroke DLC when it comes out. Rocksteady's done. Don't get your hopes up. Don't get excited for the next game. There's no hope for this franchise, for Arkham, and probably even for DC Comics in the video game space in general. So I don't have much else to say. I don't want to keep repeating myself. So Rocksteady and DC Comics, go fuck yourself.